Okay. So we've talked a lot about how we've had a lot of time on our hands during COVID, and that's been since March. I've had even more time on my hands the last 4 weeks because I was on parental leave since we had the baby. So I had I watched more TV over the last 4 weeks than I think I ever have in another 4 week period of time in my entire life. And I came to a conclusion. It might be potentially controversial, but here we go.
Let's get it.
I've decided that acting is maybe the weirdest profession of all time.
Wow.
Fair.
Stir it. Stir the pot.
Let me explain. So I mean that in the lens of trying to get into the profession of acting. Because for most of us, we go to college, we learn how to be an expert at a certain skill or something like that, and then we interview for a job in our desired field, and we start working. Sometimes you have to do jobs that you dislike to get to the job that you like, but eventually most of us find our way to something that we enjoy. Now, the key piece here is that we all do that on our own time. Nobody sees the shitty jobs that we do before we get to the job that we like. It's not live on television or live on the internet for everyone to see. Because sitting at home watching TV and specifically watching commercials, I could not help but notice the amount of actors and actresses that like readily volunteered for things like pharmaceutical commercials, Pepto-Bismol diarrhea ads, vaccine commercials, or like other weird and random products like there's that thing that like sucks shit out of your nose so you feel better, with your sinuses. Like as I was watching all of this stuff, I couldn't help but think to myself, these people want to act so bad. Like they want to be actors and actresses so bad, and they want to get screen time so bad that they're willing to sign up for literally everything. I thought to myself, I cannot, like, I don't know that there's anything out there that I would be willing to do a national commercial about diarrhea for. I don't think that anything out there exists. I think it's really, really weird. And that's the big conclusion that I came up with that I had to get off my chest. Acting is just a weird profession.
Okay. I understand you. I hear you. And before moving to Los Angeles, I felt the same way about all of those weird commercials. But just like with anyone else, rent is due on the 1st. And it is not cheap to live here. And people who want to be actors that live in Los Angeles, they got to pay the rent.
Yeah.
So if Truvada calls, which is a HIV medicine, and you may not have HIV, but you look like whatever they're casting for, you may be in the background, dancing or at brunch with your friends while they read all the horrible things that go on with this drug. Like that's just, that's what it is. And also those commercials that run over and over again. So when you're watching TV, think about the commercials you see a ton, right? Regardless what it's for, you see a ton. You just see old people walking in the park. They're getting paid every time that commercial runs. And they're getting paid a lot of money when that commercial runs. So, I understand what you mean. But, like, once I found out the numbers of those things, I'm like, I get it. I get why you would just, be all right with being in the irritable bowel syndrome commercial.
Like, what I want to know is, because I'm sure the money is very good for, I have friends and people that have booked some commercial gigs that have been pretty big. So I know you can get good money off of it, but like that, I would imagine for most of those people, they see that as not only an opportunity for a payday, but also like to take the next step. And that's where I think it's really kind of funny, because I want to know, like, have there been big success stories of people that have done a pharmaceutical commercial that have gone on to great things in their acting
I'm sure there are.
I want to know who they are.
Yeah.
But we got to find them.
Yeah.
There's got to be, because there's a lot of success stories with big actors nowadays that were like kid actors in commercials and things like that, right? But I think those specific ones, I mean, you get in a Pepto commercial with the right jingle, that's going to stick around to the right, ad exec. He's, going to put you out there and get you into the position that you need to get that, daytime TV series, whatever it may be. So Navage, that son of a bitch runs all the time. And that lady, tell you what, that lady who sounds like she didn't use it, she sounds like her nose is still stuffed up. Like, she's going to be on the silver screen one day, and we're going to be sitting here talking about her. I know it.
I hope she is. In that Navage commercial, there's like at one point where the screen, they have like, it's like a Brady Bunch thing, right? Where there's just like a bunch of different squares and like everybody's posing with like a different thing. And there's some people who are in that commercial for legitimately 2 seconds, and it's just a small picture of them. I want to know what each of those people are doing today. I want to know. I have to know.
Hey, let's put this out there. If anybody's got any connections to those people, we will gladly have them on as a guest at the table on a future Brunch Breakdown episode. We would love to have that type of discussion.
1,000%. Oh my gosh. Was there one commercial that made you say, oh my God, I need to, like, was there one commercial, Chris, that you were like,
okay, so there was. There's one for, it's like, is it the HPV vaccine where there's like,
oh my God, where they're yelling at you?
The parents are yelling at it.
The mom like
stop.
Yes, that one. The mom has like her son or daughter in front of her, and then she like gets in front and puts her hand right. She goes, "Not my child," and screams at me. And I'm like, she's acting her heart out right now, but is this going to lead to anything?
Right.
That one is unbelievable. Everybody's so emotional in it. It's fantastic.
Okay, take everything I said away defending actors, because that commercial, no, that lady is actually acting. No, she's like, no, this is her moment. Like, she's trying to win a commercial Oscar. I don't know if this exists.
Mm-hmm.
She's acting her heart out.
She's putting that in her reel. She is, because that can be into any scene in any movie for anything. She went raw emotion there. Those are amazing. I'm glad that was the commercial.
Oh my God.
Out.
I'm so happy that's it, because every time that commercial comes on, me and Siobhan are like, what the? Oh my God.
It's really
like
aggressive.
It's just so aggressive, and they just come on an all black screen with the white letters. It's like, stop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much. Too much.
Yeah.